Should I just make this song of the summer?
What? See ya!
Oh my god, BC's at it again.
Oh my god.
Skadoosh.
Tooltorial.
To begin discussion of the circular saw, we must first address the origins of the saw. Now, when I say the origin, I don't mean the advent of the modern saw, but rather the creation of the saw itself, like on screen. So, where exactly do they come from? Well, the short answer is that we don't know. There are multiple claims to invention. Greece, England, the Netherlands, Germany, all these countries have claimed to have invented the saw, but in all honesty, we'll probably never know where the actual saw came from because the design is so universal. As for an actual definition, Wikipedia refers to the circular saw as a power saw using a toothed or abrasive disc or blade to cut different materials using a rotary motion spinning around an arbor. As for the intricacies of the modern circular saw, I have a video. Okay, as for the mechanics of the saw itself, you have all the regular parts you expect a tool to have. You have the handle right here, which has the trigger and the safety. The safety of the circular saw has this weird feature where when you turn it on, the little light lights. Oh, that's right, the battery's not in. So once you put the battery in, if you hit this trigger, a little light turns on and it shows you exactly where you're going to be sawing. It's very useful. Of course, this is the battery slot where you put the battery in. I did that just now. Take it out. But you have the actual saw itself, and you have this lower guard, which can be retracted with this switch right here. It can go all the way up, which is for changing the saw blade mostly. I don't think there's really another reason to have this guard up. I guess if you're cutting something from the top, but I'm not really sure why you would use a circular saw for that, because the whole point of it is that you're sawing something from an angle. As you can see, there's a little slit right there that allows the shoe, which is the metal part right here, to not get in the way of your actual cutting. And the purpose of the shoe is that it actually collects sawdust. You can see that it's dusty from previous use. Collects sawdust. The lower guard also does that as well. It's basically just to ensure that there's not as much of a mess. And that's all of the major parts. There's the empty battery slot. Those are all the major parts of the saw blade, of the circular saw. Yeah. Wow. Thanks me from the past. Now, we have video of the circular saw actually being used.
Shit, this shit is
Spinning, spinning. Okay, hello circular saw nation. Alright, first thing you want to do is you gotta make sure you have your battery inside your little thingy, McBob, the circular saw as we call it. This thing is really good at cutting and stuff. So the point is, the safety of the circular saw has this really interesting feature where when you turn it on, it has this light that glows and shows exactly where you're going to cut when you move your saw forward. It's really good for marking stuff. If you mark something like... That's a bad marking, hold on. Like that. The video got deleted. If you do something like that, what happens is you turn it on, and if it lines up, then you'll be able to cut it well. So grab left hand on this right here, right hand on the handle if you're right-handed,
It's just kind of hard to show all the things.
and you saw.
It is a...
Saw Nation signing out.
Yo, Bryce, can I use the saw?
You got goggles? Why not?
Hi, Bryce, can I use the saw?
I don't know, Isaac. Have you ever used the saw before?
No.
Do you know how to use it?
No.
Okay, let me show you and then I'll give you the saw.
Okay. Bryce, may I use the circular saw?
Yeah, sure. Wait a second. Where are your goggles?
Over there.
Oh my god, go put your goggles on and I'll give you the saw. Okay, you got your goggles now. Here you go, Isaac.
Yay!
Wow, another great video. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're thinking that using the circular saw is all fun and games now that you know these cool tips and tricks. And it is for the most part. The circular saw is a wonderful modern invention that should be used to its fullest, but only by somebody who knows how to operate it, and by somebody who's in the correct mind space to operate it. If you're not in the correct mind space, don't use the circular saw. And if you know someone who's not in the correct mind space, make sure you don't let them use it. But remember, everyone can have a jolly old time if you use the saw correctly. And that's Saw Nation, signing off.
Ah!